Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hi! This is technically the worst thing I've made, except for the cat ice cream cone thing that is still one of those things that grates in the back of my brain. But, do I love it? No. I'm gonna say it now, I do not love it. In fact, I messaged a friend and said, I hate this. And I was umming and ahhing on whether to actually post this. Now, this is for a collab. It's for two. It's for Traces at Mini Scenes GB about 2026, New Year, and Forest Friends. So I thought I'd mix the two up. And yeah, the past messages I've been trying to say in my other videos, start of this year, has been all about chilling with your art, just enjoying what you're doing, and things may go wrong, and a lot of this went wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, the patterns on the papers I quite liked, but once I started to put them together and tried to make a collage of, well, if you've seen the thumbnail, you saw what was in my head, and you also saw the result. They were very far away from each other, and I think that's why I hated it. And you probably think hate's a very strong word, but I really kept looking at it thinking, I want to bin that. I really want to throw it in the bin. But it kind of slapped me about a bit, art-wise, because I was enjoying the process. I mean, I was loving figuring out where to put the papers and what bit was going to go where, and the tearing the paper up to start off with, that is therapeutic, very therapeutic. And did the colours clash? Yes. Was it too dark? Yes. Was it what I had in my head originally? Not at all. But as I'm putting things together, I suddenly realised I wasn't in my own head. Now, I do get in my own head, and as far as I'm concerned, when you're doing a collab, you want to put out your best piece just to showcase what you can do. And I do try to do that majority of the times, and I just kept thinking, I can't put this in. This really can't go in. And then I thought, well, why? Because if I don't show it, then that just proves to everybody that it has to be perfect, and it doesn't. Your art isn't about perfection, it's about enjoying the process, thinking only about what you're doing at the moment, being present, and not worrying about what will people think, or it felt good not to be worrying about the future, worrying about what's been said, what's been done, what's about to be done, what's about to be said. Or it was just an in the moment, in the present, enjoyable piece of art. I mean, like I've said, do I think this is the best piece I've ever done? No, not at all. Do I hate it anymore? No, I don't hate it, because it's taught me a lesson. It's taught me that I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to put out the best thing in the world. I just have to enjoy it at the moment. To be present in the moment. And you'll have to excuse me, I'm still a bit bunged up. Sorry, I do apologise. I hate doing that on mic. There's nothing worse than hearing snotty noses. I'm sorry. and I was just loving tearing up the pieces of paper. And you'll have to excuse me, my cat decided she wants to play with something that she shouldn't again. You'll probably not even hear it, so I don't even know why I'm saying it. And I'm using these pens, and they are nice. They're very nice pens. Thank you, Gelli. And I was going to use them as just a bit more background, just to give it more texture and stuff, but it didn't really need it because I lost half of it through putting the other pieces of paper on top. But I used some of the stamping that I'd done on the Gelli print for the trees and the moon. I couldn't make my mind up whether I wanted the yellow moon or the white moon, so it took me a while. So I've glued that down, and yeah, I decided to go with that one eventually. And I do think that looks right for that bit, but I think, honestly, I don't think I needed the trees to be stuck on top. I think that actually ruined what I had in my head. I don't know. Like I said, it made me just be present, and I was enjoying being present. It shut my mind off, and just being able to destroy, it was a good feeling. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but it was thoroughly enjoyable. And there were a couple of times I took the pieces off and put back on, and I just kept faffing about with it, as you do. And I was wondering if I needed to put some words on it. I don't know. I think I may have gone too far with putting the green leaves around the edge. Yeah. Actually, I think I just went too far on everything. It was just something I've not done since I was a kid. So it was quite therapeutic, it was mindful, it was bringing back memories of just chucking little bits of paper everywhere and just seeing what you come up with. So I am totally out of practice with collage, as you can tell, but that's okay. I mean, this glue is not a great glue, so that's why I'm using it as a slap everything down with it glue. I'm trying to use it up. It's cheap, really cheap glue, and obviously I put too much on, so I just whapped it all on top of the blue tree. It was a lot easier than trying to keep smoothing it over. The edges I will chop off with a pair of scissors, the things that hang over. But I think my theory in putting this video out is basically just to say you don't have to be perfect. New year and all that, try and start as you mean to go on. Enjoy what you're doing. You don't have to love what you're doing. You don't particularly have to like what you've done. Just enjoy it at the time. Don't strive for perfection, because if you keep striving for perfection, then it's not going to happen. Because nothing's ever perfect. All it does is stress you out. And although this did wind me up, and I mean it wound me up, it wasn't until I just sat down and looked at it and thought, it's okay. It's okay not to be on all the time. You just need to enjoy it. I mean, these leaves, they are too bright, I think. I'd got everything quite dark, and I quite like the dark because I wanted the fox to shine up a bit more. He doesn't. He really doesn't. I'd used watercolours to paint my fox, and I think really I should have done it in acrylic paint so he stood out more, very much brighter. I mean, I can see now where I've gone wrong, as in the composition of it, but it's not wrong in the way I enjoyed how I was doing it. I know that don't make much sense. I know it doesn't. I'm absolutely waffling out my head here. So I'm just trimming off. And I think, I don't know, it's missing something, or it needs something taken away. I don't know. But I can look at it and think, I don't particularly hate it. I don't particularly like it. It's not something I want to do again. Not like this. But it's not going to stop me from doing it again, as in practicing, because I really did enjoy the process. I mean, I'm repeating myself now. And I've got a pot of, oh God, what they called, enamel thingies. And I was going to put some of that on, and I changed my mind. What I'm going to use instead is some gold relief paste. Nope. It's something gold that you rub over. Oh, Sally from All Aboard. You've told me what this stuff's called before. It's not the same thing, but the actual stuff. Oh, brain. Gold something. Like a rub and buff type thing. Oh dear. Yep, brain's gone again. So now I'm using my watercolours on the fox. I've already done a faint outline of him. I doodled him off screen because, well, it's really light so you can't see it. Well, you can just about see it. And I'm basically just colouring it in. I'm not really making any techniques. I just wanted him to be fox coloured. And I'm using oranges and browns and reds, a bit of yellow. But you can see I'm building up the colours in like a pattern. I'm trying to put in the shadow colours and build up the fur just by using different colours. And you'll have to excuse me, I'm just on a coughing fit. And I'll put a little bit of dark on his ears and his nose. And when I've done the painting and it's dry, I'm going to come in with some black line, because I very much like to have a lined drawing. It's just something I've always done from a kid. I've always put a line around whatever I've drawn or painted. It's just, I think it's because I grew up with cartoons. I had a very sad childhood. I just watched a lot of cartoons, and I did enjoy seeing people draw and paint. I mean, Tony Hart. I used to love Tony Hart. And that other one, He Who Shall Not Be Named, Mr. Jake the Peg. Loved art programmes as a kid. And there was just something about watching somebody draw and paint, and I was fascinated. And when they started making stuff, I was just like, oh wow. So this is a kind of thing that's brought me back to my childhood of things I did actually enjoy doing or watching. I mean, if anybody from England remembers Blue Peter, you get my teeth in, then, you know, Sticky Back Plastic and all that thing. I used to love making stuff out of nothing. I think I even remembered making a Barbie dollhouse out of a cardboard box. But now I'm just putting his eyes in and just leaving the white dot so it looks more lifelike, even though it's anime type fox. I just put in a fox like Ghibli into Chat GPT, so it's an original actual fox, so I'm not copying. And it came out like that, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I gotta do that one. and it is pretty. It's a pretty little fox. But like I said, I put the black line in now, and you can see the detail now coming to life. I love black line. It's just so, I don't know, it's my thing. I definitely like a black line. And not all the lines are going to join up properly. It's just a little like a scratchy black line. So it's the hint of, the hint of. It is a bit cute, and I'm going to cut him out, and I'm going to put him on the actual piece. And this is where I realised to myself that, yeah, I like the fox, but the rest of it, nothing ties in together. But again, painting and doing it all, this collage thing, really did bring me to the present and just sit and enjoy. And like what I was doing at the time, like I said, the end result is not the important thing. The process, definitely the process. But I'm going to do this fox again. I like this fox. So if you look in the description box, you will see 2 playlists. One's for Tracy at Mini CGB for New Year's, and the other one is for Forest Friends Friendship Express. And please check out the people in the playlists, because they are brilliant. And I am so sorry that I sound so bad. I really am full of cold, and I just wanted to get this out of the way while I get this done while I was compos mentis. Because I don't know how many of you know my hubby's back in hospital again, so I needed to do it while I've got the time. And yeah, I was looking at this and thinking, oh, maybe that'll bring the moon out. So I cut it out, try it, and I'm like, nope. But saying that now, looking at it again, I think it looks better than the actual moon that's there. So I end up putting a bit of white everywhere, and I'm still trying to figure out where it's gone wrong. But it's good to be out of your comfort zone, because like I said, I enjoyed this, and you should always show your disasters, even if it's just to let other folks know that it's okay not to be great. So if you like what you see, then please give me a thumbs up, and I shall see you all in the next one. Bye bye.